a lot of stuff on the news that's not being told. A lot of truth right underneath our noses. Did anybody hear about the satellites that's falling everywhere around the world? Did anybody hear about these satellites and all these different places, different countries, different cities, and even islands? Technology, folks, is going haywire. It's backfiring on us. But these satellites around the planet and the Earth, I got footage. People that actually was willing to share their encounters with these satellites. People had video of whatever they was doing at the particular time in their day, and they came across this weird situations that have been going on. Visiting Philadelphia, here in front of the famous farmers market, a lot of history and a lot of activity here. Kind of remind me of New York a little bit. The weather is not bad, but what's that coming from the sky? Holy fuck, was that a satellite that just came from outer space? And the people just walking, they're not even saying nothing. The people of Philly just don't give a fuck. I'm a foreign man who like to shop at this store in America. I am here sitting in my car waiting for my favorite store to open so I can buy. Because in my country, I make everything by hand. And in my country, everything is made by hand. And also, I may be a foreigner, but I am micromix. Something falling from sky. What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? Why is this happening? Well, I don't know, but I'm gonna definitely find out why. I'll try to get down to the bottom of it. And we have to just realize also is that we always talk about the end of the world is coming and all that. Folks, the end of the world is not coming. It's already here. This is my neighborhood. Pretty cool neighborhood. Lived here basically my whole life. People around here walk their dogs. Houses, apartments are beautiful. And I love this block. I really do. What's that shadow? Oh, fuck. What the fuck was that? A satellite coming from the fucking sky? It's the fucking end of the world. This is my job where every day I fold the linen, I fold the sheets, I fold the towels, I fold the blankets, and I work really, really hard. Yes, I do. But I hear something. I hear something coming from the sky. Oh, problema, my linen, my linen. I wanted to show the Aldis that I go and shop at. Look how clean it is. It's real nice and clean. Yeah, I love coming here. Yes, yeah. What the hell is that coming from the fucking sky? That's crazy shit. Came from the ceiling. Who gonna clean this aisle up? Definitely like to thank Antoine for giving me his video footage because it's a small world with Antoine when he was home getting ready to go to work or whatever like that. Actually found out small world that we actually knew each other. I worked in a hotel many years ago, like in 2013, and he was one of the people that worked there actually as a housekeeper. And you know, a lot of times you just hear female housekeepers, but this dude, whatever you may want to call him, no offense, Antoine, was a male or whatever, like I said, whatever you want to call. He was a housekeeper, put it that way, just a worker and a housekeeper. And I recently went to this restaurant that I was meeting up with my wife to meet her at, and then he was actually one of the waiters that was serving me at this recent restaurant that we went to. So it just tells you that we all connected some way in some type. Morning. It's gonna be a beautiful day today. Shit, and I gotta go into that restaurant and do a double. I don't know why I chose to do a double. Could have getting my hair did. I know they gonna have me on my coupe de kente shit. But what's that shadow coming from the sky? Ah! Did y'all just see that? Y'all witnessing this bullshit? Did y'all just see that? So I'm telling everybody out there who have older parents, who have parents, no matter how old they are, but definitely the elderly. Definitely the elderly. Please check on the elderly folks, your grandparents and so on, your next door neighbors. Please check up on these folks.
I'm here at this retirement home playing with this new phone that my grandkids gave me. They're staring out here, looking out at the window, looking out here amongst this parking lot on this beautiful, beautiful day when nothing can go wrong. Oh, Jesus, Joseph, and Mary, the hell was that? I think one of my testicles fell out.
And believe it or not, I personally seen it with my own eyes, folks. The satellite that everybody been seeing all over, popping up all over different places. I was in my car, and this is a coincidence how this happened. In my car, waiting for my wife to come from one of the stores in West Philly. It's a store, it's a little mall joint that that we go to. ShopRite is in this area, 52nd and Parkside, and they had different stores that been there for a while. But when I used to date her back in the day, that empty spot, folks, was nothing but a big empty spot in a lot. That's all it was. Never thought, what was going to be of that area, that particular spot. And this was many, many, many years ago. I would say like 30 years ago or longer than that. Let's just let you know how long me and my wife been dating. And I was sitting there, and out of nowhere, folks, I seen one of these satellites, and that shit had me on my Busta Rhymes joint. How Busta Rhymes be hype on his videos with the voice and all crazy, wild, and super hype, folks. Yeah, man. I was like that when I seen this motherfucking satellite. Real rap.
Park West Town Center. It's real amazing how, like, when I was young and I first met my wife when I was 16, I would come and visit her from north, come all the way down here to visit her in this area. Before I knew anything about West, before I even moved down this motherfucker. And this particular area was all just an empty lot. Never knew what they was gonna do with that joint years ago. Then they wound up making this motherfucker a park center with a Foot Locker, Snipes, Rainbow, GameStop, Ashley Stewart, ShopRite, the dentist office, all this other different places and stores and etc.
But I heard something. Like it's coming from the sky. What the fuck is that, motherfucker? That shit was fucking crazy as shit. You see that fucking shit coming from the sky like a fucking satellite and shit? God damn, what the fuck? And something's going on up in space. A lot of satellites that control the weather, that control the traffic, like the GPSs and all that. And that's monitoring space and giving us a lot of technology is backfiring. A lot of different things have warned us. A lot of different movies we watch. Stephen King even had, a lot of movies about it. Him and amongst a lot of other. But they put a lot of stuff in the movies too, believe it or not. So don't think everything is fake or everything is science fiction. They putting the truth and smacking it in our face. These directors, believe it or not, they get
stories that was actually happened in real life, and they all bid on these stories, and they put it in the movies, and they tweak it a little bit, change a little stuff around, but most of the things that be in these movies be real. Did anybody ever heard of the Anunnaki? The Anunnakis? They're aliens from another planet. The ancient Sumerians talked about them in their writings, in their clay tablet forms. Before paper was invented, people wrote on walls. They had the first advanced, the Sumerians had the first advanced civilizations. And a lot of what they believed and their concepts, a lot of other cultures copied it. For example, the flood. The flood existed in all cultures for some reason. All cultures had some talk about a flood that happened on this earth, but the Sumerians had the oldest knowledge as we know of. Their interactions with the Anunnakis. The Anunnakis, the alien race that came down and made us human beings. We have their DNA in us. We were just experiments and genetically made for them to be their slaves. And I truly believe that these satellites that's falling everywhere around the planet is their way of knocking out our communication systems so they can come and do whatever they gonna do to this planet and take it over and control it and get our resources, mainly the gold that they had us mining many years ago for their planet. I think they cover to bring it back. And it's going to be a scary situation, but I think that's what these fallen satellites may be. They're coming in the Earth atmosphere, unknown and unseen, taking out our communication. Is anybody seeing this? I'm recording this from my window. I told you. On the next episode of The Comedy Den, Season 3, Episode 7. Out of the brotherhood, I am the married man. I've been with my wife for a very, very long time. We just had an anniversary recently in October the 21st. Been married for 23 years, folks. 23 years. And that's not even total how long we've been together completely. Been over 30 something years. So it's just a blessing, knowing each other since we was teenagers to be together that long. We actually celebrated by going to on a boat cruise in Philadelphia, the Philadelphia Spirit of Philadelphia boat cruise, real nice experience. They drive you around, for like 2 or 3 hours. You listen to music, get a little buffet. You go on the dance floor if you want. Go outside on the deck for a little bit. We went out there for a little bit. Then we had to come back in because my wife was getting seasick. But the DJ folks sucked, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Playing music, I guess to cater to different people that was there. It was like different people from different, backgrounds and different races and everything. So, they was playing like at one point they had played Mary J. Blige, and then they went to playing the YMCA. Yeah, exactly. The transitions, the way that the DJ was doing things wasn't on point to me. Even my wife was saying it. It is like his timing was definitely off somewhere. But besides all that, we really enjoyed each
But let's get right into the topic of the day, folks. The topic of the day is to all the married men out there that been with their wives for 10 plus years. All the men that been in just a relationships period for at least 10 plus years can relate to what I'm about to say right now. And it's when she chooses the restaurants. The restaurants for date night. Why, when they choose the restaurant, fellas, it always gotta be number one, the most expensive restaurant. And it always gotta be some bougie place. We was recently went on a date, me and my wife. Like I said, bougie place. Looking at the menu and everything, man, I'm like, yo, what the hell is going on?
Hi,
Like,
good
why the
afternoon.
fuck
My
I can't
name is
pronounce half
Antoine.
of
Can I
these
start you off with any lemon water?
Yes, how you doing? Yeah, you could start me off with some lemon water. That would be fine. Thank you.